know, Costa Rica has become known as one of the most expensive places to live and probably even vacation. So today we're going to be going around and checking out a variety of restaurants to see if we can find some good food for just under 5,000 colones. Hey guys, welcome back to the Emma in Costa Rica channel. I hope you're all doing very well. We're here under the blazing sun and we have decided to go and eat several different dishes from a few different restaurants. So let's go check them out.
To kick off our day of hunting for low budget meals, we will be starting at the most popular style of restaurant in Costa Rica, a soda. In a soda, you can find a variety of dishes, including the famous Casado, which is a balanced meal of rice, beans, a protein of choice, and a side of veggies, all for a good price. However, to begin the day, we will be starting with a tasty, typical breakfast.
All right, so our first stop, breakfast at Soda Sanchez. This place is actually very popular for a lot of people and it's actually known to be one of the cheaper spots to go. I do think there are cheaper places, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. The only thing I am noticing is that this is one of the only places that actually serves the typical breakfast all together for 4,000 colones. A lot of other places will just serve the gallo pinto with like one other thing, which will be like meat or an egg or cheese or stuff like that. So we're gonna have to see how this one turns out, but I have a feeling it's gonna be really good because this is one of the sodas that's a bit more Americanized or like tourist friendly in a way. But that may be for a good reason. So let's wait and see. All right, so that was like the fastest service ever. We waited maybe like 5 minutes less and the food's ready. Amazing. What I'm loving here is that they actually have a handmade tortilla, which a lot of places you're not necessarily gonna get. We've got salchichon, we've got the platano, the plantain, the maduro, ripe banana, and then we've got some fried eggs, sour cream, and yeah, the salchichon is basically like a type of sausage that we've got here. Really good. And then our pinto. All right, so we're gonna see if this pinto is better than mine. That's really good. For 4,000 colones, I really can't complain. This is really, really awesome.
So here we are with one of Costa Rica's most popular fast foods, and this is fried chicken from Pollolandia.
We've got about 6 pieces here with a spicy sauce and a little salad, escabeche, all for under 3,000 colones. That's like under $5. So let's give it a try. Ooh. It's fried chicken. I feel like for the price, this is actually really good. It's definitely cheaper than KFC. There's KFCs here, and this would be like probably double the price. But not too bad. And it's mostly what, like wings and that. So this here is escabeche. And from what I know, it's really just kind of like a pickle-y kind of salad thing. Looks like it's got carrots, onions, green beans. Pickles. Spicy, crunchy, and bony.
A food you can find on every street corner, fried chicken is easily one of the most popular foods here in Costa Rica, but not quite as much as the household staples that we find at the next spot.
Alright guys, so we're here in Moose Manny. Yes, I know it's a strange name, and it's pretty hectic going on around here. It took us about franchise that goes across all of Costa Rica, and they're well known for all of their baked goods at a very low cost. So we're gonna go and get something to eat and give it a try.
Bakeries are common all around Costa Rica. Moose Mani is a chain restaurant that is spread across the country, known for their baguettes and variety of baked goods. The prices are fair if you need to grab a quick meal or treat, or just some bread to go along with your afternoon coffee.
I'm going to be getting a Costa Rican, which is kind of like a pastry with meat on the inside. You can get all different sorts of things. They've got with meat, chicken, they've got empanadas, you can get cheese sticks, hot dog, pastry sticks, and donuts. Pretty much any kind of baked good, it's here. So here we've got our beef pasta. Falling apart already. I have actually bought these many times on the way to Sanchez in bus. They're messy, I will warn you. But it's got some ground beef inside. It could be warmer. Well, it's great if you're hungry and you just need something. And this costs 750 colones, so super cheap. So I'm gonna pay that with you. So we're here now at the Central Market in Quepos, and what better way to spend a hot day than eating a big pot of soup? This is one of the traditional dishes, the olla de carne. If you remember, I actually made a video of how to make it. I'll put the link up here so you guys can go and check it out and try to make it at home. This dish, I believe, only costs about 3,000 colones. I'm gonna double check that and I'll put the price up here somewhere. But this dish is basically super filling. They make it fresh every single day here at Soda Maricela. So this is another one of the sodas where you can come and get a cheap, delicious meal. And it's got the corn, veggies, and a big, hot piece of meat. And then we've also got our tamarindo juice. It's so refreshing. All right, let's try. It's extremely hot, so let's try with just this at first. That's really good. You can really tell that they just made it this morning. It's really fresh tasting, and it tastes really meaty and delicious. And we've even got some rice to put into it. So one of the coolest things about going to a lot of the sodas is that they have their own chilies. It's called the chilera, or chile. And they make it in-house. And it's got like carrots, different kinds of peppers. I mean, every place will make it differently, but it's a really neat add-on to sodas. They just always have their own little chili, and you can ask for it and you can put it on your rice, you can put it on your soup, you can put it on whatever you want, and it's almost like a pickly kind of flavor, but it's really good. All right, so we're sufficiently souped out, sweaty, and the next place we're actually gonna go to is right here inside of the market. And it's going to be another amazing typical dish that's really, really delicious and common here in Costa Rica. But unfortunately, it's not my favorite food.
In Costa Rica, you can find markets like this in different parts of the country where they will have a variety of shops and sodas where you can find some really delicious food for a good price. You just need to explore a little.
So we're here now at one of the best places to get ceviche here in Quepos. And ceviche, again, is one of the top dishes to get in Costa Rica. If you're here, you definitely have to get a try. Here we got fresh shrimp ceviche. And this one only costs 2,900 colones, and you're gonna be full from this. Like, I can barely finish the whole thing. And usually it'll come with either some boiled, kind of like not ripe banana. It's not sweet, it's very savory, it's very hot, so I'm not gonna pop in my mouth right now. If you don't get this, you're probably gonna get some soda crackers. But super delicious and cheap. They'll also usually offer you like some hot sauce. Actually, I think this is ketchup. Ketchup and extra hot sauce. I'm not gonna put any of it though. Some people even be so daring to put mayonnaise, and that's just not my thing. But the ceviche, we've got a lot of cilantro and lime. That's really good today. Sometimes it's a little different because they make it fresh every single day. You can also get a mix of fish and shrimp. You can also get a mix or just shrimp. And then there's also something called piangua, which is kind of like a type of clam or a mussel in a way, and they chop it up. and then put it in the same mix, and then put a little bit of the ink that comes out of the clam with it, and it tastes really good. It's not really for me, but a lot of people here love it.
After exploring a few typical dishes at the local sodas, it was time to search out a different set of flavors. Costa Rican Chinese style food is very popular, so here we are at Chinatown. It's not a place I would naturally choose, but it is a cheap and easy option to try out. We are now at Chinatown, which is another franchise that goes across the country with about 4 different shops, and it's well known for its Tico Chinese food. And this right here, we've got the Cantonese rice. I'm not really sure what it has. I believe it has ham, some pork, there's some veggies, all kinds of mixed goods. So let's give it a try. Oh, and it came with French fries and a Coke, all for 3,900 colones. It's got a strange flavor, very salty, but it's also very sweet at the same time. But it's not too bad.
Alright, so right behind me here is Soda El Pollito. And here you're going to find really cheap casados, and what I got over here is some salchipapas, an empanada, and a really special drink called a resbaladera. So this we have here, the resbaladera, which is kind of like a creamy rice-based drink. It tastes like cinnamon and cloves, and I don't know what else, but it's delicious. We have here an empanada, also extremely hot, and this only cost us 900 colones. So here's the salchipapas. This here is going to be like a mix of mayonnaise and ketchup. That is like the most red ketchup I've ever seen in my life. It looks like jam. So we're going to shake it up. So basically, what we have here, we've got the salchipapas, we've got the empanada, and we've got probably my favorite thing out of all this meal, the resbaladera, and all of this cost me 4,700 colones. Really hot. I think the hardest part about all of this is that the food is extremely hot, the bench is extremely hot, the weather is extremely hot. The hot dog is burning my mouth. But at the same restaurant, you can also get casados for about 2,800. But yeah, this place has a whole bunch of different things that you can order for a low price. Definitely recommend it. Maybe the salchipapa, not my favorite. But whatever you do get, definitely get the resbaladera. So usually when empanadas are hot, biting into it is not going to be the smartest thing, and you have to wait like 20 minutes for it to actually cool down. But we're going to do this for the sake of the video. That's actually really good. For 900 colones, it's the perfect snack. You'll probably be pretty full after it. Very good. Right now we are in the Chifrijo restaurant, which is a popular chain that's been around in Caicos for quite a few years now. If you've heard anything about my Antonio in Caicos, you've probably heard about this restaurant / soda. It's well known for some of its cheaper foods, and the casado, which we have right here, we've got the rice, meat and salsa, a little pasta, a salad, plantain, and some fresh beans. And I'm so excited to get into this because this is looking good. And what was the cost of this one? I think this plate was 3,000 colones, and then my melon drink, which I've already finished, was 1,500. So we're still under 5,000 at 4,500 colones. That's actually really good. And then we've got the meat in salsa. Casado is basically the most typical thing you can really get. One thing about this dish that I would maybe say is not the best is that the portion of meat is actually extremely small. But
The salad dressing is really good. The salad is different. It's fresh. It's not just like tomatoes and cucumbers. It's got like some cabbage, some red onion, carrots, all this good stuff. And the beans are like fresh homemade, which is pretty normal here. But yeah, pretty perfect. Maybe I would want a bit more meat and probably less rice because I eat quite a lot of rice. But other than that, it's great.
Alright guys, so we're here now at another restaurant called Tablas Chu. I've never actually been to this restaurant personally, but I saw one thing on the menu that did call my attention, and it's actually a popular dish in the Caribbean side of Costa Rica. But I wanted to try it here because I've never tried it here in this country in general, and it's still pretty fairly priced. It's 4,000 colones for a rice and beans with chicken, so we're gonna see how that is. And we got a beer. We couldn't wait any longer. This heat is just killing us, and we're getting full of food, and we're just tired, and it's time to have a couple beers and relax. All right, the food has arrived. This looks like pretty amazing. It's a huge platter. We've got our rice and beans. We've got our chicken. I feel like I'm at medieval times with those like giant turkey legs. Let's give it a try. There's like sauce everywhere. That's pretty good. Feels like maybe it could be marinated for a bit more time, but let's see. Let's give the rice and beans a try. That was like so hot. Very spicy, like flavor spicy. It's really good actually. And then yeah, so 4,000 colones for all this food. 1,200 for the beer. So yeah, I guess it's a little bit over the 5,000 budget, but pretty worth it. It's a lot of food, and I think I'll probably be even more full after eating this. All right guys, we're here at our final stop, finally. We're at a restaurant called Bahia Azul. I think you've probably seen this in other videos of mine at some point along the way. And well, the dish I came for is actually more expensive than I expected it to be, but you'll see in a minute what it is, and it's definitely a meal that you guys cannot miss. While you're here in Costa Rica, there's probably other places where you could go to get it for cheaper, but you'll see in a second what it is, and we'll talk about it then. All right, so this is it. Honestly, I think it's very small for 5,000 colones. I think we went to a spot once in Guanacaste that was like an actual place that makes chicharrones, and it was a bit cheaper and it was much bigger and the best I've ever had. And this is a chifrijo, by the way. Chifrijo is one of the typical dishes of Costa Rica. It's got some nacho chips. Usually it's got lots of pico de gallo, and let me see if I can find the best part here, some chicharrones. That's where the chifrijo comes from. And there's rice, beans, jalapeno, whole mix of things. This meal you can finish feeling extremely full, and it's really delicious. The quality looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with how it looks. So let's enjoy it. And we've also got a beer here. So yeah, this cost us 5,000 colones. This, I'm not even sure at this point, probably 1,200, something like that. So we definitely went over budget today. And let's give it a try. Let's see, get some of that chimichurri and a chicharron. It's not too bad. I feel like it's missing a little bit of extra acidity, but I'm pretty sure by the end of this, I'll be stuffed. Okay guys, so we have gone to about 11 different restaurants all in one day to check out different varieties of food that we can get for less than 5,000 colones. And I think honestly, we have really got something good going on here. The prices are not really that high if you think about it. And you look for the right places. Of course, here in Quepos, the prices are going to be a little more expensive because it's a very touristy area. And if you find a restaurant that's further out, you're probably going to get a better price. But regardless, it's really not so bad considering everything we've eaten. I'm absolutely stuffed and it is blazing hot out here, as you can see. So I'm gonna finish the video here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I will be seeing you very, very soon. Thank you so much. Bye.